The new patch teaser is out, and now we can see what changes we could be expecting as soon as tomorrow. So in this video I'm gonna go over all of the cards that are getting nerfed or buffed, and tell you what I think they could be. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can have some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the teaser.
You are not prepared!
Here's the first picture, and here we can see that finally Sonya is getting touched. We can also see Sigil of Skydiving, the 6 mana ramp free for Druid, as well as one of the Zilliax modules. I think this is the +1/+1 module. And we can also see Talgath is also getting buffed. There's also WoW changes as well, and Dark Glare is getting nerfed, as well as the Warlock Dark Seed, or whatever the hell it's called, quest. So that should be helping WoW a little bit. But let's concentrate on the standard stuff. Starting off with Sonya, she's currently a 4 mana free. After you play a 1-cost card, get a copy of it that costs 0. And honestly, bumping this thing to 5 mana alone probably would not be enough, so 6 mana question mark? 5 mana and change something with the text? I really don't know, but Sonya is definitely a super problematic card. I'm kind of surprised she's the only rogue card getting nerfed here, because honestly, in Top Legend, we have been seeing some extremely toxic behaviors through rogues. Even without playing any Sonyas, like literally till turn 5 they have 4 8/8s on the board, and good luck answering those. But yeah, Sonya is definitely supposed to get nerfed nicely, and if she's going to be a 5 mana, something else needs to change for her for sure, and I can tell you it's not gonna be the stats. If she gets bumped to 6 mana, maybe it's even more doable, because it's gonna be a lot more expensive to actually Sonya and Shadow Step her back and do another Sonya turn right after. So definitely am expecting she is gonna get a pretty decent nerf this time for sure. But I am sad not to be seeing Ethereal Oracle in the mix here as well, because honestly that is one of the best rogue cards as well, and this is the sole reason why rogue is able to actually drop 4 8/8s as soon as turn 5. I really don't get why the devs are refusing to nerf an obviously broken card. Not broken, but obviously this thing, there's not a world where this thing is supposed to cost 3 mana, guys. Like, this thing is literally 4 mana plus in terms of effect as is. And nerfing it as a 4 mana 2/4, which is inevitably what's gonna happen to this card, like, just give it some time, it's gonna happen. Is just really the obvious answer for me. Everybody and their grandmother is using this card basically if they want to be drawing a few spells, and it's just an obvious nerf, guys. Like, look at this shit. In percent of decks, it's the 3rd most popular card in percent of decks right now, along with Ceaseless Expanse for that matter. And that's not from the new set alone. That's in general. We can see Miracle Salesman in here and all sorts of other nonsense, but yeah, Ethereal Oracle is in everybody's decks with a very good win rate, so I really don't get what are we waiting for. Why are we just not nerfing this card already? It's just allowing some pretty busted things, mainly for rogue, but honestly it's working great for shamans, for death knights, for right about anybody who wants to be drawing some spells. So kinda strange decision, if you ask me, and I don't believe this nerf alone is gonna fix rogue, at least in Top Legend. Like, as you can see, in Legend alone, rogue is absolute dog ass. In Top 1000, you can't even see that big a stats either, but the play pattern is super toxic, and from Diamond to Legend, wow, people are actually doing well from Diamond to Legend with Psycho Rogue. But yeah, the deck is just a little bit too strong. Next up, we have the Pylon module for Zilliax. I was not exactly expecting to see this on the list of nerfs, but it's definitely very warranted. The Pylon module has been allowing things like Swarm Shaman, Pirate Shaman, Discover Hunter, Pirate Demon Hunter, all that kind of stuff to be able to do some pretty wonky stuff. And basically being able to drop this guy as soon as turn 3 with the right setup is pretty game breaking. I'm not sure if they're gonna go bumping the mana up to this. If they make it up to a 4 mana, that is gonna make the total Zilliax module cost 8, so that would slow it down, but maybe they're gonna go another route. Like, what could they go another route for? Definitely is not gonna be the stats, so if they touch on the text of the card, maybe it's no longer gonna be giving health. I guess that's gonna make it somewhat better for people to actually be able to clear it, but yeah, time will tell how this one's gonna go. It's your guess is as good as mine. But that is gonna be hitting a lot of the Shaman and Demon Hunter decks for sure, and the other thing that's gonna hit both those decks would be Sigil of Skydiving, which has been a staple for most of those decks as well. And the Sigil is pretty strong. Sitting at 2 mana, summoning you 3 idiots with charge is hella strong. I wonder if they're gonna bump it to 3 mana. Like, that kind of makes sense. Even though the real problem of this card is just summoning way too much. And the opponent doesn't really have anything to do about it. Like, if you stack a couple of these Sigils, you can basically Bloodlust them on turn 6 for 24 damage. No questions asked. So the other alternative would be to drop the amount of idiots this thing summons, but are they really gonna summon only 2 for 2 mana? Feels a little bit drastic, but we will have to wait and see what they reveal tomorrow. Another card I wasn't exactly expecting to see on the nerf list today was Crystal Cluster, which is honestly the only reason this card is seeing any sort of play right now would be this guy. And again, why are we not nerfing this guy? Feels awfully shit nerfing something for a class when the obvious reason behind why the class is doing better than it's supposed to be is the frickin' neutral it has. Like, nobody is running Dungar in right about anything. And the only reason Dungar is strong right now is because Druids actually are able to ramp into it a bit faster than they're supposed to. But I don't know, man. I don't think they were supposed to go this route. I think they should have nerfed Dungar to be either 10 mana, which should have been honestly enough, because a lot of the time the Druids just barely get to reach the 9 mana spot, or maybe this guy should have been summoning only a couple of idiots instead of 3. Either way, we're not going to be seeing this guy in any other class anyway, so trying to protect him and kind of destroying this card instead feels awfully wrong to me. And what can they do to this card? Obviously, it's gonna be bumped to 7 mana, right? Like, doubt they're gonna make it a 6 mana gain 2 or summon 2. Nobody cares about the taunts anyway. So, yeah, obviously should be going up to 7 mana. And the only buffed card we have on this patch would be Talgath, which, honestly, who asked? Talgath is, I guess, it has some potential. It's somewhat like Tarslick, but it's only for undamaged idiots. You know, what could the change be here? It's probably going down to a 3 mana 3/4 or 3/3 or something like that. That should help it get the combo off quicker, but it's really not a card anybody has been looking forward to try and make work in their deck. It's just a removal card kind of deal. Gives you the backstab, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think it should be a 3 mana 3/3 or something along those lines, and I'm not sure we're gonna see too much play of it anyway. So that's about it for the standard stuff. For the wild stuff, I'm really not sure what they could be doing about these. Like, maybe the seed is gonna have higher requirements, even though Warlocks literally complete that as soon as turn 4 right now, so I'm not sure if the requirements are that great. The Dark Glare, maybe it's gonna get bumped to a 4 mana 4/4 or something along those lines, but yeah, I'm really not a wild player. I've played a few games. And while with this deck, definitely looks on the broken side, but your guess is as good as mine what's going to happen there. So yeah, nerfs should be going live tomorrow. If you have any of these cards, it's always a good idea to disenchant them once the nerfs go live, and the best way to do so is to write Refund in your search bar in the collection, and that's going to list you all of the cards you could be getting full dust refund for. And like I said, it's always a good idea to disenchant those if you're not literally using them right now in your current decks. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Do let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking the cards nerfs are gonna be. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can have some Hearthstone coaching. Thanks for watching. I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.